To meet you today. Can you tell me a little bit about what you did at the store?
The cabinet
The
shop?
cabinet shop, yeah.
Okay, so I'm the HR director for Quality Craft Woodworks. And basically a couple of years ago, at the start of 2015, we started a program called the Dream Manager Program. It was an idea that we'd gotten from one of our suppliers that we outsource for doors when times are busy, Lewis Cabinet Specialties up in Tremont, Utah. Basically, we were at a stage where we were really looking for a way to boost employee morale, and we had gone into lean manufacturing, and we had seen a lot of things to improve our production facility, but we still weren't really hitting that point to where we had a business that had the employees who truly believed they were the greatest asset. Every business owner will tell you that the employee is their greatest asset, but their actions don't always show it. And we knew ours wasn't showing it. So that's really what we were looking for. And when we heard about the Dream Manager program, some of the employee character development programs that Lewis Cabinet Specialties was doing, it felt like an answer to prayer for us of what we needed to be doing. And that was where we started heading in it. But rather than just associating with your employees when they come to work and dealing with everything from that aspect, it was an effort to get into what is it that they really want to accomplish with their lives, and how can we be a resource in doing that. In some ways, we looked at that and thought, well, this could be a way to actually get employees to leave. But an employee who loves the business, who we actually helped them attain greater heights, we just firmly believed that it was going to pay dividends for us, and that we would have better productivity out of those employees. And if they did leave, then they would be recommending us to every single one of their friends that needed a job. And it was just with the faith that it would all work out in the wash. And you know, one of the experiences we had with Lewis Cabinet Specialties was we went and visited with them one day, and they said, we had a guy leave the other day and we were happy to see him go. We were excited to see him go. And I was sitting there expecting to hear this story of, oh, they were a poor employee and this and that, and you know, it was nice to have them out of our hair now. And it was completely different. They said he was one of our best employees. But it was just simply because they took the time to say, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? What is it that motivates you in life? And they come to find out that he had a daughter that lived out of state that he was missing, and he wanted to be back in her life. And so they put a course of action into place to help him get on top of his finances, to get moved down there. And that's why he left, was because he was being reunited with his daughter. And to have an employee leave to where you know they are going on to something much bigger, it was very rewarding for them. And for us, that's what we wanted to do. So we've definitely had our weaknesses and failings in doing it, but Natalie is one of those things that I think we're starting to see a little bit of success with.
That's great. Can you just first just a second? Yeah, just for a second.
Simple accountability with, this is what I want to do. Okay, well, having somebody to say, what are you doing about it, it can be a very powerful thing. One of the things that we've referenced quite often in a lot of the things we do down there is a study done by Dr. Gail Matthews from the Dominican University in California. And it was, you take somebody who has a goal versus somebody who actually writes it down. The power of writing something down increases their chances of success 42%. You throw accountability into that where they actually tell a friend, or they have somebody to ask them how it's going, to give them encouragement to stay on track with it, and it boosts it to 87%. That's really what we were pushing for, was a system that could put us in that 87% success rate. And I think all it really comes down to a lot of times is having somebody say, go for it, you can do it. And then from there, it's just Natalie with the vision of what she wanted to accomplish, and feeling like it was doable. I think as soon as she realized it was doable, it's all her.
I know, that's great. So a lot of what you're saying is you're providing leadership from the position that you're in, and then ensuring that the people that you're helping them with their dream find their own leadership so they can take it forward.
Exactly.
It's great. So with Natalie, I understand when she said she wanted to be a dog trainer, like a puppy trainer, not just dogs. Did you get her a puppy? Is that what I understood?
Yeah, I had a dog that had just had a litter of puppies. And as much as I have a dog, I'm not a dog person. We had two dogs, and the two dogs that we got, one of our biggest reasons for getting them was our kids were petrified of dogs, and we thought this will be a good opportunity for them to become more comfortable with them. But through the process, I had dogs when I was a kid, and I loved them then, but the dynamics of our community had changed so much from when I was a kid. When I was a kid, there was no leashes. The dogs ran free and wild all the time, and now there's just so many little kids, and dogs aren't as well behaved. There's a lot more dogs, and there's just too much concern with actually. Even if they don't hurt a child, it's not fun when a child is petrified to even walk out the door to go to school because there's a dog out in the field. And so keeping them on a leash, it's not the friendly environment that I wanted for a dog. And so from there, seeing what Natalie was doing with it, I needed a good home for the puppies. I didn't want to keep them myself. And for knowing the vision that she had to accomplish, it was just really a matter of, hey, I've got a puppy. Do you want it to take it and see what you can do with it? It's all history from there, really. I mean, she took off and ran with it full speed ahead.
I sold that free dog for $2,000.
Yeah.
So, yeah.